All right, taking a full look at weather now. Weather Authority Chief Meteorologist Dan Cianca with your full weather forecast now. It's certainly summer in some parts of the Central Coast.
Yeah, I mean, summer's such a relative term around here. I mean, most people, I would say, around the country, the world, when you hear summer, you think, it's pretty warm out there, but on the coast, it's just a different story around here. Summer in Pacific Grove is often pretty cloudy.
Not
Marina,
so summery there.
Pretty cloudy. A live look from Monterey tonight. Domenico is right on the wharf. You can see those low clouds. You could practically bump your head on them, so certainly cool out there. That's a cup of coffee with a, you know what? Go crazy. It's Wednesday. Have a mocha instead of your normal coffee today. No one's going to judge you. It's beautiful out there. Got some low clouds. Let's take another perspective of this, and we'll show you where the edge of these low clouds are by going to the satellite picture here. You can see them right on the edge. There's a little clearing toward Delray Oaks, seaside. The low clouds have been thick, pushing up toward Prunedale. We have them moving into Salinas as well right now. It's still sunny in Santa Cruz. The sunny side of the bay certainly holding true today up in Surf City. Down south, we do have a few high clouds, kind of hard to see, but they're filtering in. There is still monsoonal moisture, and we're just on the edge of it. It's being pumped in with this big monsoonal high, which is on the border of the land of enchantment and also the place next to it, Arizona, with some of that moisture streaming in. But the Sierra Nevada blocking most of that outside of some big high cloud cover, which was actually established yesterday from a huge complex of thunderstorms that developed around El Paso and just rumbled across northern Mexico into the areas we sometimes call the Gadsden Purchase. Maybe you don't call them that, but that's a thing from history, right? Arizona, New Mexico, right along that area. Anyway, there's some thunderstorms there yesterday. They put up a lot of high-level moisture because those updrafts do pump moisture into the high levels of the atmosphere. These are some of the remnants of it moving into Southern California, to the point where we could actually see some of those clouds at sunset tonight here in about an hour or two. So keep your eyes out for some cotton candy colored skies in the south. Right now, it is another day of contrast temperature-wise. 102 in Parkfield. 62 in Salinas and Monterey. Much cooler near the coast, certainly. How about the next couple of days, though? As we look at Futurecast, I'm going to tell you we're not going to see a lot of change day to day here. This is our normal southern summer pattern where we see pretty stable weather. It's really interesting once you get into July and August and you start looking at record high temperatures. Places like Salinas, you have record highs in the 80s, so maybe low 90s at most for most days in July and August. You get to June and we have a lot of 100s for record highs. May, few 100s. September, definitely 100s, but we're so stable in the summer that it's rare that we get heat toward the coast, so our record highs are much lower. That's what you can expect this time of year, very consistent weather, and that's what we have going on out there tonight and for the next couple of days. Low clouds will fill back in around the bay, patchy fog, moving into some of our valleys by tomorrow morning. Watch out for areas of reduced visibility. We'll clear out quickly on the north side of the bay tomorrow. Santa Cruz getting sunny, but we're going to hold on to that strip of clouds once again tomorrow like we have over the last couple of days from Marina to Pacific Grove and Pebble Beach. We'll get a little sunshine in Monterey, it looks like, so get excited about that, but you'll be on the edge like you like it in Monterey, being on the edge. Here's that forecast. Temperatures tomorrow, 74 in Santa Cruz, 70 in Capitola. Look at the mountains, still toasty though, 80s to 90s. Boulder Creek, our hot spot in the Santa Cruz Mountains at 93 degrees tomorrow. Aptos to La Selva Beach, low 70s tomorrow, but in the 60s in Castroville. Marina, 70s. Watsonville, staying in the 60s in Salinas. 88 in Hollister, mid-90s in Gilroy. It's a good thing they don't have a rodeo going on up in the Santa Clara Valley. It might be too hot. It's going to be nice and comfortable for the rodeo for the next couple of days. Maybe even a little cool, especially if you're going to be out there at night. Make sure you wear that extra thick leather jacket. If you're going to be out there during the day, it's not going to be too hot, but you know, it's still during the day and the sun might be beating down on you. So dress in layers. You'll want the layers for the evenings when we'll be back down into the low 60s and upper 50s. Go to the peninsula tomorrow. Highs in the 60s for the most part. Mid 60s in Monterey, that's seasonable. Maybe a little cool for this time of year. And then down south, upper 70s in Carmel Valley and Gonzales, contrasted to the mid 100s in our southern valleys. All right, so again, on that 7-day forecast, don't expect a lot of change. I put it a little bit cooler than yesterday because I think we're going to have just a few more low clouds in the forecast. So mostly mid to upper 60s on the coast for the next 7 days. Not a lot of change cloud-wise. The last couple of days we've seen clouds on the south side of the bay. I'm expecting more of that. I've also cooled down our inland forecast through the weekend, looking more seasonable instead of slightly warm. So a reprieve, I suppose, from some of the heat that we've been experiencing as we head through the weekend.